Jang.
Yes, you can get an interview with me. Describe a few scenes that happened here. I recorded it with my tablet. Yeah, so one of the contestants is submitting his nomination papers right now. So, and then from there, he will grant interview immediately talking to them. So I don't know how do we connect. Are you going to put the live view on? Just immediately when they're starting, they give you a call and then you put them. It should be put on from here. Okay. Okay. Alhaji Sankun Jammeh. Alhaji Sankun Jammeh.
Symbols are something you need to feel it. Now, also make sure when you feel it, you fill in all the columns, including the roots that you're going to take, and then comments whether it's a meeting or a rally. Now, your symbols. Now, for the symbols and the photos. Hello? Yes. For the symbol and the photo, you need to bring us a sample. Once they are ready, you bring us a sample so that we approve the sample before you print. Okay? We've checked through all the documents that you provided us, or you submitted, and we've marked, based on the checklist, all the documents that you've submitted. In the event we have to reference, that's the list we're going to use to confirm that you brought this and we received. At this point, we're going to issue with a receipt of nomination, not an acceptance. It's a whole process. After the scrutiny and then the checking of your nominees to make sure that you have 300 valid. Once we've completed that and there is no objection to your candidature, then we will issue with an acceptance. Okay. So as soon as we're ready here, your documents will be out on the table. Right now, it will be out on the table for anyone to come and look at them. And if they have any objection, then they will raise it and I will notify you. And then you will have to come and defend or clear any doubts that there are. Okay? So congratulations and I wish you all the best.
Regarding this document, it's a set of rules and regulations for the campaign. Why are we doing this? Because we want to have a peaceful campaign, free of violence. At the end of the day, so that we can use our free elections.
Thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you. Yes. All the best of luck.
Honorable, good afternoon. Can you just confirm to us if you have successfully submitted all your papers required by the Independent Electoral Commission?
Yes, I have already successfully fulfilled all the required documents that were asked by the IEC.
Now tell us, why are you seeking re-election for the seat of Foni Bondali?
I'm seeking re-election for the seat of Foni Bondali because I want the people of Foni Bondali to reconcile, and also we have started some development in our area and I want to complete those development in Foni Bondali constituency.
Why do you want them to reconcile? What do you mean by you want them to reconcile? What is the problem?
Because we have this political, some are in the no to coalition, some are in the yes to coalition, and we are all one Gambia, one family, and one nation. So we have that small difference between the people of Foni Bondali, and as far as I am concerned, I want all of us to reconcile and be as one family.
You said some development projects that you want to complete. Can you be specific?
We have, I have a proposal that I want to construct and help us at one of my villages. So I don't want to reveal that village. So, and I was promised that before the end of this March, they are going to lay the first foundation of that help us. So I want to complete that project.
Okay. Would that project be complete or would it be complete if you are not elected into office?
Even though I am not elected in the office, that project will be completed because it was a promise given by me.
Now, going into the National Assembly, you are there to enact laws. Have you been enacting or have you been part of National Assemblies who have been fighting for laws that would definitely benefit and improve the livelihoods of their people, especially people of Foni
Foni Bondali, yes, I am part of those National Assembly members who are fighting for the livelihood of their people, and I will say that I am one of the National Assembly member who stood and fight for the right of my people.
If you are elected back into office, what are some of the areas that you would push in the National Assembly that would impact on your people?
We need good road network, and we also want to need clean water. There are so many things that we need to have in our constituency.
What would be the difference? You, in the last 5 years, you were an opposition in the National Assembly under the APRC. You are still going back to the National, if elected, you will go back to the National Assembly on an APRC ticket, but now in alliance with National People's Party who are in government. What difference would that make?
It is going to make a very big difference, because at that time I was an opposition, but now I am part of the government, and I know government will support me to do some of my development areas in my some of my developmental project in my area. It is going to be a very big difference.
So, you believe that you have served your people well in the last 5 years to convince them to give you their votes again, to serve them for another 5 years in one of the most important institutions of this country, that is the National Assembly?
I hope so, because if I did not serve them well in the National Assembly, I don't think they will select me again to contest as their National Assembly MP.
We don't know yet who will be your opponents, but are you confident if you happen to have others who are challenging you in these upcoming parliamentary elections?
Yeah, I am very confident.
And now what is next for Honorable Kamara after the nomination?
After the nomination, we are going to the campaign field.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you. So.
Get the list of all those that whose deposits were paid at the headquarters, and then we just needed to confirm from the headquarters, because we already had the list of the amount that was already paid. Yeah.
So how was the process in day one? How many candidates have filed in their nominations?
Today we had 7 candidates, 2 independent candidates, and 5 from the APRC. Basically, these are the 5 from the Fonis, and then 2 independent candidates.
How was the process? Everything went smoothly, no problems. Have they all submitted their papers?
Yes. You know, prior to this day, most of these candidates came with their documents. Some did 3-4 trips here, just to make sure that everything is checked, and we vetted all their documents. So that's why it was very easy today to just go through, and they fulfill all the criteria set out by law. Only that we couldn't give them an acceptance, because there is a process. So we need to wait until we fulfill the process.
And what is the next process?
Right now, you might have noticed that as soon as they're ready, we place their documents on the table for the people to come and view, check if there are any objections. For any objections, up till now, there's been no objection. Okay. Now, while this is going on, we also have a team inside who are doing the verification. Now, they are taking each constituency, and the candidates that come in, we check each name, and any other candidate that comes will now be checked against that. One, to make sure that nobody nominates 2 people or more, and also to make sure that all the names and the details on the card, on the paper, are all correct. Yeah.
So, what is next?
Next, we are waiting for day 2. We're waiting for day 2, and hopefully it will go on well. What we've done is we have over 30 independent candidates. Now, together, it's about 94 candidates. So these 30 candidates cannot all fit in one day. That's why we called some of them and asked them to come in between, to reduce the load for the day for the independent candidate. But there is a day set aside for independent candidates. Yes.
Now, going back to the first question, for the benefit of my colleagues here who missed the first question, what is the custodial process? What are the documents that are required that have been submitted here?
Yes, like I said, the candidate comes in, you give us your national document to ascertain that you are a Gambian. You are 21 years of age and above, and you are a citizen. Then your assets declaration, also the document from the GRA, the income tax clearance. If you're from a political party, you also need to bring us a letter from the political party to say they're sponsoring your candidature. They ask also to bring in a sample of their picture and the symbol. Now, they don't have to submit it today. Like you see, some of the APRC candidates, they had a problem with their picture. The symbol was okay, but the picture, so they decided they will take all away and then bring them back. But it's not legal that they have to submit it today. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Assalamu alaikum, Mali kontona, altonna kontomola. Se wota bake monyo luto yala. Ale dandandiro menkenna kan sambana pour kal tombom ka kali alla APRC député wolti député bungoto. Oton se wota bake kontanta bake. Maitandi la ko jikoni lanno aliyemen soton doluto fo aliyen tombon pour kam murundi na dokola inshallah dini nako nataranga katale wotombe kule kana ni sanji nala mentam bitanga menke tol banki ni ata ni nako tol mu atolla jongoleti tol mu atolla dokulaleti adu ngatolle tammindi na hajolti ngatolle tammindi na dimba yalla hajoti woton tol mammoje ngatolle je tol mammo hati ngatolle hati tol be kuwo kuto memba tol sambala nyato membe banko sambala nyato tol nyaabe wole kan na ganiyo be wole kan na miro be wole kan adu nota wala alewa to APRC patio alonta kulu wala alonta tenku wala alonta luwa bunyalela bali be danila aliyaje le nomination oketa nyame kantar la bunda mol fele loading ini moma nyo saba kumala surtout ni mo se nyo pousse woto nimbe dunna campagne kono ni wo spirit le be dunna campagne kono kaluwa bunya ka jeko ntolla agenda mu menti memmu ka banko yirwandi ka lofo nyin koliye ka kela nya fitalalti ndolbe lola walla ntolte lola ka fatan fanso nati ntol ngajele ko APRC siol bele kanyantaje APRC mu patilti melo ko amam fatan fanso long woto nimmobe loring ila fatan fanso nati la APRC ntolte wotala bi wotala sama ade be dunna molu kan be molu katandila ya faham ya long munemu APRC di aning APRC lota mune kama aning APRC la loni mbitema ay muneke mbota sanji lulu le kono me ya long ko akoliata mbota sanji lulu le kono me ya long ko be deto le kono bare wonya nyama ndol mo lulo ngamira na kango dawoda kabo Gambia jang kata fo Gambia bantala na lodula ngamira amantar moye kumpal nina doya nyawonya ko mandinkol ka memfo bola doya ma bali sunkangola ngamira kata wolti fite bo alana tan dema ni sanjululu nana APRC kafuta mansa kundama me yalon ko wole be sirim bi woto ngamira nin kule bije kunun fo nyin kol fota menna bi kan tol murundi je wole be kala Allah dahati wole be kala Allah manka bewoti wole be kala Allah nyaati fitoti woto mo kana ali nene mbota sanjilulu men kono ndamal ngalon nga men taki bare nim fo nyin kol sonta sanjilulu nala ko tanga mur opposition yala woto ta fo nyin kol bul opposition ya nim bata bije mota fo la fo nyi opposition ya nim da hale bije mota fo la fo nyi woto ngamira da hanim bata ni ala foñin kolbe da halita la yebata landi atol men nata ngali tentu ngali jayi kontani tabake ngalon ko kafo se wara non nyinti baran tol be mo muslimol leti anin kristenol kunum men keta foñi amantara moye kumpal oton na foñi bintan dipite toyala foñi bintan karana district mo toyala be kontan na sangola be duwala sabande furoli alama ale so jannatu firdaus asaya diminta asaya balafa warata bara ala memmu mansoti abuka kujawke ala ka kudi min ngol ke bara abuka kujawke oton be se dankiniya na sonnin na ko ala e menke wala membe tiata toluto anin wala fana membe tiata sabante furoli menul tata wala yatina kafonyin na maka ma warano kafonyin na sembo danta jang bare nindunta campagne oto tuma do ka calube kelale anyama ka kuol bondi moli e nyoto ka keso woto bondi moli e nyoto pour mol sa faham mol sa lonko nin ko foñi yeta nyato nin ko foñi yetaram man sakundala agenda kono woto nyinnam tombondi molti nyanta carte keso dira menulla yetara nyeje wokamala ngali tentu ngali jayi mi kan temi ñom na saferu ñom na saleru muy kan manje muyju pour lo mi jaat manji yiren loli mambe kam be kam mukenoli manu la ko di kare saketi parti APRC di kalim saketi ku député takume ana buntul ana jeri be kam mukeri tate kotoke aje be won kare saketi APRC o be won kare ku cen kana mudi APRC ko uli eno mi APRC ano sani ammi APRC o be won ko yo tenge pare tadi mu jata na won ko woto an tak ma buntu fango dijima mala nya buntu mu yupo adun ni baba kaynen meti simita futoke sa wojumi wan ngole mi karagala di borokam du kankando nanu manje no uli opposition muyu kalebo lim opposition emite de kan jat amosa ala kon di mansa kunda yantomi APRC ko wado bucca woto watane APRC foni ula poletu uribena bucaba banu bajami muju ka meti ko wami wolela ngonu somenawo du ngonu leñul mawla po baja jay focu woto anaw tak alat fango apo nu mang mana fo ulat fangi alat ja fango katoba bar aw nu mang fangi pour e jay fo ci le yiya ta fe la kiya fu yo la fiya ni mire wobu kana ko nyesme mi a député kam mo jaat ul ko ka salaire ko toke kayongak panku fangen kayongawke bar baba jom mo fameti fo nyibinta garanay ula tunu manja maj accident ya riyo e baje fuko riyo bar atu jamit akandit wa jakut wari yaw chebna kane woto riyo buriwe yina na metiko atjamit mona nenumi eno nu lawal atjamit okono mafi kammi bukan kucila fufinta foli di fujille na woneni arjana fa mena teboyene kami ko pambi ku loyi pambi ku bak na puno kenam di campagne bare ul ko ka salaru di fujuma fanji jumunya. And to the media, we want to thank you for covering this nomination. We are really humble, we are grateful. This is the APRC party, and we are the APRC candidates. No other person will be nominated in the ticket of APRC other than us. You may call yourself APRC, but you will call yourself APRC outside the four corners of the IPC fence. But if you go into the IPC fence, you will give yourself another title different from APRC. Yeah. So you cannot go to IEC and call yourself that you are running in the APRC ticket. So I want the electorate of Foni to know that the five of us here and our constituency committee, together with our regional committee and the national executive members, the APRC have today been endorsed. We want to thank the security apparatus for conducting the whole campaign process in a very peaceful manner. But of course, it has to come from us because we have comported ourselves within the confines of the law. We have tried to respect the law. We have tried to abide by the law. And we will go into the campaign to sell our agenda. We will desist from hate speech because that is not who we are. We believe in selling our agenda to the electorate, and it's now up to the electorate to decide. The campaign may not start at the commencement of the campaign. I may not be around because on the 8th I am leaving for Liberia, Monrovia. I am invited in my capacity as the co-chair of the Inter-Party Committee by the ECOWAS Commission. So I will return prior to the commencement of the campaign or exactly at the commencement of the campaign. But I want to thank my colleagues, the 5 NAMs of Foni. I want to thank our executive. I want to thank our regional committee. And I want to thank all our electorates. I have been identified because of the simple fact I am a National Assembly member and my party identified me to serve in the Inter-Party Committee. And I am serving in the Inter-Party Committee as a co-chair. By virtue of my functions, by virtue of the work I did during the presidential elections, that is what qualified me to be appointed or to be selected among the few. In fact, I'm the only person from the IPC who is given the status to travel to Monrovia to attend the ECOWAS Parliamentarian Summit. So I believe we have more in stock, particularly with the coming on board of Honorable Koli, Honorable to be, and of course the veteran Honorable Sunkari Baji, who will stand rock solid to give him all the support, to give him all the encouragement, to make sure that Mr. Koli, Honorable to be, will sweep the polls come April 9th. On that note, I thank you all for your kind attention. I will do justice. I want to recognize the regional chairman of the NPP, Mr. Jata, Lamin Jata, and I'm not sure he's around. But I equally want to recognize all the constituency chairpersons of the National People's Party, NPP. They have given us the moral support, they have given us the physical support, they have given us the financial support. Whatever you may think of that made the day possible, NPP, under the dynamic leadership of His Excellency President Adama Barrow, have given us all the support. We really owe it to him, and we want to thank him immensely for standing by us. But of course, he is reciprocating what we did. We stood by him during the presidential election, so he is also reciprocating what we did for him. So it's not a surprise. On that note, once again, on behalf of my colleagues,